Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by. Today we're going to get into a plan with me for the month of September. I cannot believe it's about to be the 9th month of 2023 already, and that summer is getting ready to come to an end. It seems like this year, forget this month, this year has flown by so fast. So I've got my drink, I've got my iPad, and I'm ready to plan. So if that's something that you're into, let's get into it. I'm going to be using the September stickers from my shop for this plan with me. If you're interested in the stickers, I'll leave the link below. One thing that I love about digital planning is that you can customize your templates to look however you want them to look. So the first thing I've done is gone in and covered up the month of September that's on the template and the extra row of days at the bottom. I'm starting off by adding the stickers to my template, and then I'll go in and add in my plans for the month. And as you can see, I'm still using GoodNotes 6. I did decide to upgrade to GoodNotes 6, and I went ahead and purchased it straight out instead of doing the yearly plan. To me, it seemed like a better deal to go ahead and get the discount for the flat out rate than signing up for another subscription to purchase on a yearly, and I know that I use GoodNotes heavily. So that was the deciding factor for me. And I'm also looking forward to the future updates and any additional features. Y'all, for real, I'm obsessed with tech things. Like anything new tech-wise, I feel like I want to be a part of it. Like that's just who I am. And I love it here. But anyway, back to this plan with me. I'm actually looking forward to fall. I'm kind of glad that it's knocking at the door and some of this heat will finally relax, because I live in the South, y'all. Some people don't want to consider North Carolina the South, but it is the South and it is hot here. So I'm ready for it to cool off a little bit and get into some of these fall colors. Pull out the jackets and the jeans and the boots. I'm looking forward to all of that. Let's get into a GoodNotes tip. When you swipe up from the right corner, you get your quick notes. If you use the icon at the bottom right, it will open up your tools. And when you select your color, you'll be able to use the dropper on your template to get any hex code for any color on your template that you want to use for your pen, highlighter, or your fonts. Copy the hex code and then paste it in whatever tool you want to use the color in. This has become my go-to for matching up my colors on my spreads. It's just easier to use it within the app and not have to go pull up another app or take a picture and then find the hex code. Now I'm just going to quickly go in and add the plans that I have for the month. I'm looking forward to Labor Day weekend. We're going to the beach for that weekend. We're taking a family trip. I have a wedding coming up on Tuesday the 5th, and also my book club meeting on the 7th. I don't have a lot going on for the month of September, but I do want to get a couple of things done because the month of August, your girl spent most of that month reading, but we'll get more into that when we get into our book club. This month, I want to make sure that I start working on my plans for the 2024 calendars. So if there's anything that you would like included in the planner, let me know in the comments below. I'm also weighing out the option of doing undated and dated calendars for the planner. So let me know what you think about that too. Like the monthly overview that I did for the month of August, so I'm going to repeat that for the month of September. I'm going to cover this whole page and I'm going to add in my sticker for my habit tracker, and then I'm going to decorate this page with some stickers and then add in some quotes and then my list for my tasks and my goals. I'm also going to add in a sticky note so I can use that for a running list for reminders for the month of September. The habits that I track for the month pretty much stay the same. So I'm going to track my walking, I'm going to track reading, my water intake for the month, journaling, and I'm also going to track my self-care activities. Now I'm just going to go in and add a few goals that I want to set for myself for the month of September. I want to try to drink a gallon of water a day. I want to read 2 books. I don't want to go overboard with reading this month. And I also want to get in 10,000 steps a day. I still want to post my 3 TikToks and 3 Reels and do 1 YouTube video a week. For my task, I have a few courses of Adobe that I want to get accomplished, and I want to start looking at my products that I want to offer in 2024. Now, if you've done a plan with me before, you can notice here that I did not mention anything about Notion. Y'all, I think I have finally conquered Notion. I think I have it down. I think I have my Notion where I want it to be. And I definitely want to do a walkthrough for my Notion that I have set up and show you how I set it up with the free templates that I used. Now let's get into one of my favorite parts of my plan with me, the book club you didn't know you signed up for. If you follow me on Instagram, a couple of days ago, I did a post on my story that said that books literally consumed me this month. And I mean that in every way. Y'all, I read 8 books for the month of August, and I don't regret a minute of it. The first book I read was Never Lie. This was one of the books I originally picked for myself to read for the month of August. And like in true Frida fashion, I thought I knew what was going on in the book, but I had no idea. It's her plot twist that get me every time. The book is about a newlywed couple who are searching for their new home, and they end up in the house of a psychiatrist who's been missing for 4 years. And the unfold of this story is crazy. Loss of a Parent is another book that I chose to read originally for the month of August, and I read this book to help deal with the grief that I was going through, or that I am going through, with the loss of my grandmother. This book helped me realize that the emotions and the feelings that I feel right now are normal. So I definitely would recommend this book. There are some exercises in the book that can help out a lot with the grief process. This is definitely a good book to read if you're going through that. Now, y'all, I'm gonna have to go back and look at my August plan with me because I don't remember adding My Mama Was a Pimp. I have not started reading that book. I haven't touched it yet, but I will definitely take a look at it for the month of September. And here we go with Big Frida again. So my book club decided to read Ward D as our book for the month. And this book did not disappoint. This book is about a medical student who was doing her rotation, and she had to spend a night on the psychiatric ward, Ward D. And this story will have your mind all over the place. Now, hands down, this next book is my favorite read of August. It may even be my favorite read of the year, only for the week. It was The Perfect Love Story. The book overview is what got my attention on this book. When I read the overview, I knew this was a book that I had to read. In the overview, it talks about Janelle. She's the main character. She's the maid of honor, and she's giving a toast to the bride, which is her sister, and the groom, which is her ex-boyfriend. Definitely take a look at this one. Promise is another romance book that I read in the month of August, and this one didn't disappoint either. This is another love story, but this one is talking about how they heal their toxic relationship in this book. I don't know about you, but I enjoy reading about toxic relationships as long as it ain't mine. Now, this series right here on us, don't start this series unless you have plenty of time to read these books, because these books had me in a chokehold. As soon as I finished one, I had to read the next one because the first 2 books end in a cliffhanger. So it's just like, what happens next? You have to read. I have to pick up the next book because I need to know. I can't go to sleep without knowing what happened next. So Nina did her thing when she wrote these books. The only one that was kind of shaky to me was the third one. I felt like it could have ended better, but the whole series, I would definitely recommend someone to read. Those Porter men are something else, and I miss them already. So for the month of September, I started listening to Razor Blade Tears by S.A. Crosby, and so far it has been good. So I'm definitely going to finish that book for this month. Also going to read All I've Wanted, All I've Needed by E.A. Valdez for my second book. Now I'm going to do a quick vision board for the month of September. It's something about having that visual representation of the goals that I set for myself. It's just motivating for me. I don't know about you. If you do a vision board as part of your monthly routine, let me know in the comments below. All right, y'all, that's it for this monthly plan with me. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button to get notifications when I post new videos. All right, y'all, till next time.